So I'm in this Discord group, the Premier Hunting and Fishing Discord, that does this photos of the week thing. And, you know, I submit some pretty good photos, but my good stuff's landscapes and stuff like that, not huge fish. So I figure if I want to get on the board for a biggest fish, I gotta catch a species that pretty much is only in Japan, which leaves me a few choices. Ayu, white carp, few others, so I'm going for white carp. GoPro, start recording. There we go. That is what I was looking for. I didn't bring my net, but that's okay. We got a funa. GoPro, start recording. There we go. That is what I was looking for. And on the worm. I swear worms do better than pack baby. Alright, so this should put me on the board for a Japanese white carp. They got a longer English name, I've totally forgotten it. I'm gonna say 26 centimeters. I need to take a photo for this. The competition is in English, so I gotta figure out what 26 centimeters is in imperial. So one of the things about being one of the few foreigners in a small city is I know that sometime next week, one of the Japanese staff members is going to ask me, oh, how was fishing? Because, nope. Because some student or a family member of a student will spot me and be like, oh, we saw your teacher. He was fishing. I've had that a few times. So among the regulars here, this seems like the most popular spot, so I'm going to give it a try. Usually it's occupied and I don't want to get too close to people or bother people, so I don't usually come over to this side. There's one right there, just came to surface. Fish on, fish on, fish on. Oh, it's a bigger one. Oh yeah, that's bigger than the last one. Oh, I'm gonna wish I had the net. Did that to my daughter. She hooked a funa and I didn't have a net, so we didn't land it. Tire him out. Tire him out. Oh well. That was a good funa. Oh, that is why you should check your knots after it gets hit with a biggish fish. Come on, drag it closer, please. Hopefully it can drag closer. I can see the line. Not quite long enough. Okay, so it went underwater and I've lost sight of the float. Huh. Of course, something had to hit it after I lost it, because otherwise the wind would just slowly drag it to the other shore. Thing is, I'm kind of stupid. The lesson that I need to check the connection to the Lillian after a fight when fixed line fishing is a lesson that I have been delivered many, many times in my life, yet I still have not learned. I'm gonna swing back by here in the morning, hoping I spot it, but I can't now, which does not leave me confident that I will later. So, I'm gonna end the fishing trip here. This is my Father's Day fishing trip, I guess. Anyways, please go down to the comment section, tell me your thoughts. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in our next adventure. Yeah, I'm seeing plenty of fish activity this morning, but I'm not seeing the float or fishing line. I really hope the fish just gets the hook out of its mouth and it floats or sinks away. All right, it is the next morning. I've taken a bit of a look around so far, and I have not been able to spot the float or line on the water. I mean, I didn't think I'd be able to, but you know, you owe it to come take a look the next day, hoping maybe that the fish has moved and that the float is visible again. What my hope is that it got tangled up on something under the water and the fish got free. Annoying. Hopefully, this time I've learned my lesson. This is catch and release only in here, but it looks like there's a decently healthy population. At one point there was a bluegill or bass infestation, and they were asking you to kill any that you caught. I think I caught a few bluegill once, but I haven't seen any since. So I think they've managed to get them out, eradicate them, which is good. You know, it is, once an invasive species gets into an environment, it can be very, very difficult to get rid of them.